Hello everyone. In continuation with the first video of lines and angles, we have a question here to sort out with the learned concept, the concept which we learned in the previous video. And that's why I have listed the concepts also here, and that's why I have named it as concept to application, means how will we move from concept to application. Um, Concept should be on tips before you start solving sums. Means in means this should be in your mind. If I just do it like this, so what are your concept? First is related to point, which is angle around a point is 360 degree. Then related to a line where we have linear pair of angles, then two lines where we have vertically opposite angles, then we have three lines where we have four pairs of angles and their properties, and the properties are followed if and only if the lines are parallel. I mean, these should be on tips. Okay, because in geometry you'll be able to use the concept if they are present in your mind. If they are not there, you cannot means you cannot you won't feel confident and motivated. Means it would be almost impossible to sort them up. And not only through their names, you should have visuals for them. Just like for your angles around a point, you should have a visual. Linear pair of angle, it's this. These two are linear pair, these two are linear pair. A straight angle intersected by this, then vertically opposite angles, lines must be this. Then your corresponding angles, this is the basic figure for all of them, but for corresponding angle we have a f. It can be any sort of f. Okay, so in this figure here is one f, inverted f. So these two are called corresponding angles. Then we have more f's. In fact, all f, if I make a f here. So these are corresponding angles, and you can see we can make our basic figure here. This is our basic figure, no? Okay, and in the same way, if we have a u, just like this, so these are called co-interior angles. Okay, and this is your basic figure. Lines must be straight. Then we have our z. Whenever these are called interior alternate angles. Means these concepts should be ready in your mind right from their visuals, and they must be on tips. Okay, now coming over to the problem here we have been given a figure where we have to find out x. Okay, this x. If we focus, what all is given? AB is parallel to CD. It's very important to focus on what is given, because all the properties can be used. They have their limitations and they can be used if they comply certain conditions. No? So we have to find out this angle x. Okay. When it is given AB parallel to CD, straightforward, our concept take us to this point, the fourth concept. If we have to find out x and 110, do they have any relation? Are they corresponding? Interior alternate, exterior alternate, or co-interior? Any of them. 110 and x. If I highlight, this is 110 and this is x. So I have basically highlighted the arms of this. They are making u. Yes, they are co-interior angles as they are making u. That means their sum is gonna be 180 degrees, because co-interior angles have the property that their sum is 180 degree. Is it gonna be 180 degree? No, because the uncommon arms are not parallel. Okay, so here we get to know that this is how you should proceed while doing your sums. Can I do it? Do I have a logic for it? Will it be correct? Does my concepts allow me to do this? This is how you should do it. So these two lines are not parallel. Can we sort it out? X with 130 degree. Again there is a u, but again these two lines are not parallel. Okay, so this is not helping us any way out. Our basic figures are not matching, but the parallel lines are given. Moreover, Moreover, if we feel like using something else, we can use vertically opposite angles, linear pair. We can use them, no, because it's geometry. We can construct something. I can extend it like this. I'm extending it like this, just extending it backwards because I just extended it. That means it's a straight line. Then I can say this angle is 50 degree, no, and if I extend it this also, then this angle is gonna be 70 degree. But is anyhow 50 is related to x. Again, if I say there is a z but it's a distorted z, that means this won't be 50 because the uncommon arms, these two angles x and 50 have this common arm. These are uncommon, they are not parallel, means again this cannot be done. Okay, right now I'm basically actually written the complex question of this so that we can learn how to use our concepts. So what should we do in such cases? We have to do some constructions to generate our basic figures, because all the figures we analyzed the full figure and what all can be used. We looked for these angles, these shapes, and we tried constructing something linear pair and all. That's not helping us out. Okay, but here is a solid point is this, that AB parallel to CD is given. Okay, but our basic figure is not there. If AB is parallel to CD is given, then there should be a line intersecting both of them. We don't have, because we don't have any one line. Either you construct it there, but where to construct a line? If I construct it somewhere here, will it help me? Now I have my basic figure, AB is parallel to CD, but how will it help me out? This is a transversal. I can say there is a z, this is interior alternate, and they are corresponding. But how we can equate many angles there, but the question is we have to find out this angle. How should we deal with that? No? Okay. So one thing which can be done here, see, while doing this construction, we got to know this question can be attempted in many ways. I constructed a line here. Why did I construct it? Because I have been given a parallel line, but I was not given any transversal. This was not a transversal, no. But by constructing a transversal, I got something, no. What all are these angles? Just focus. These two angles, which angles are these? These are, yes, these are co-interior angles. That means their sum is 180. This plus this, their sum is 180 degree. Can we find out x? Yes, we can find out, because this is a pentagon. Okay, and you know how to find out sum of all interior angles of a pentagon, no? Okay, so this figure is a sum of all interior angles of a pentagon. So I'm starting my solution because I've got it. Okay, so you should start working on solution, start writing it once you'll get it. Otherwise, keep erasing, keep doing construction, just keep on analyzing, scribble around the figure, and once you get your solution, then start writing it. I've got my solution. I worked out in my mind that I can find out x, because this is known to me, this is known to me. They are not known, but their sum is known to me. I'm not individually interested in them. I'm interested in x. So in a pentagon, I know all about all the angles, and this is the only one variable for me. Okay, maybe I don't know about this, but sum is known. So solution now. Okay, so my solution actually starts with the construction. So before solution, I'll write construction. What is construction? Okay, so you can label it. You will say draw L intersecting AB parallel to CD, where AB parallel means AB and CD. No need to write AB parallel to CD. You can write AB and CD. So then you can start writing your proof or solution. Okay, as AB is parallel to CD. Okay, therefore I can label it as Y and Z. Y and therefore Y plus Z equals to 180 degree. I'll leave an imaginary gap and here I'll write down reason because they are co-interior angles. See, I have written both the reason. Whenever you use these angles, you have to submit two reasons. One is the name of the angle. Second, they are parallel because only then the property is followed. So either AB parallel to CD, instead of here, it can be submitted here. You can start your solution from this only. Y plus Z equals to 180 degree means you may start it like Y plus Z equals to 180 degree as AB parallel to CD and they are co-interior angles. Okay, now sum of interior angles of pentagon. If you remember, what did we do in class 8? This is a pentagon, 5-sided figure. How many triangles can be made inside it? That depends upon how many diagonals can you make inside it. Okay, so sum of interior angles of a triangle depends upon how many triangles. So how many triangles can you make in a pentagon? N minus 2. When you will join B to C and when you will join O to C. So you'll get 3 triangles in a way, no? So sum of triangles in any polygon is n minus 2, but in a pentagon, the number of triangle is 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 triangles is formed into 180 degree. So sum of interior angles of a triangle is 5 minus 2 into 180 degrees. Okay, so which is 3 into 180 degrees, which is gonna be 540 degrees. So I got the sum of all interior angles of a triangle. Now you know. Therefore, x plus 110 plus 130 plus y plus z is equals to 540 degree. Okay? What can you write? You can label it as equation. Why are you writing it 140? In equation 1 I have proved it. No. Then you have the value of y plus z, which is your 180 degrees. So now you have an equation x 110, 130, 180, 540. You have an equation with one variable and you know how to sort it out. Means you got your solution, no? So basically here the thing is not to focus on a solution as such, because here is the more important is the strategy. How did you work that out? This was your concept. In fact, I can make infinitely many questions on this, and whatever questions I'll give you today are going to be based on this concept only. Okay, so whenever you face a question, you must try, and means your focus should be here only. The question won't go beyond it. Okay, means no higher concepts would be there. There will be simple concepts like this, means your previous concepts. So then we what did we do? Everything failed, and then we sought out the reason for failing. That AB parallel to CD is given, and the reason was that transversal wasn't there. So we constructed it, and somehow we were able to see the solutions. Okay, there is more solution for this. There is more solution for this. Suppose if we wouldn't have constructed it, just ignore this line now. Okay, so what did we do? We have a parallel lines, we had a parallel lines, and we constructed transversal. If I focus here, I would say I have a line and a transversal, but not the parallel line. I'm just redrawing this. Okay, so I would say for here I have a line parallel, means a line, and this can serve as transversal, but we don't have a line parallel. Okay, so and we have to find out this. This is 110 degrees and this is 130 degrees. So what can we do? We can do this construction also. Okay, we did this construction. Now this x got divided into two parts, not equal. We don't have any logic to say it has got divided into two equal parts. So please don't do. If you are labeling them as x by 2 and x by 2, that would be wrong. So whatever goes in your mind, please double check that. Okay, so it got split into two parts. We may call them A and B. And what is your construction? I said we didn't have the another parallel line. So this is, if this has to work as transversal, so what is our construction going to be? Our construction is going to be from O, or you can say draw OX parallel to BA. Now, so OX parallel to BA. Now we have our U, okay, and yes, because we have drawn this parallel to BA, so we can find out this now because they are co-interior angles. They are co-interior angles, and their sum is gonna be 180. Okay, so how are you gonna write it? Solution: 110 degrees plus angle A, not angle A, plus A is equals to 180 degree. And what is your reason? First thing, the lines were parallel. AB is parallel to OX. Just check, are they lines? AB was given a line, okay, because AB parallel to CD. We named it as AB, that means it's a line. Is OX a line? Yes, it is a line because we drew it. Draw OX, we drew it with a scale only, okay. OX is a line. AB is parallel to OX, and why their sum is 180? Because they are co-interior angles. So reason, after some gap, okay. So, and then which implies, we are solving an equation, so implies sign must be there. So A is equals to 180 minus 110 degree, and A is equals to your 70 degrees. No? So this is your 70 degrees. Similarly, the same written procedure you can follow here for this. But now the thing is, when you will write 130 plus B equals to 180 degree, what reason will you give here? Because OX is, they are co-interior, that's perfect. But is OX parallel to DC? It wasn't given. So you say, ma'am, as per construction, this is parallel to this. No, you constructed this parallel to this. How you would have constructed it? No? To construct this parallel to this, you must have focused here. No? So how can you say, ma'am? So means if you have to say this is parallel to this, then you must write some steps. So you can write here, OX is parallel to AB. OX is parallel to AB, but AB was parallel to CD. So that would be enough. By writing that, you're saying OX is parallel to AB, which is further parallel to CD. That means OX is parallel to CD. But you must write this. Okay, you cannot write straightforward OX parallel to CD. And after that, and they are co-interior angles. Once you will do it, then you will, in the end, you will get angle B is equals to 50 degrees. Okay, so you got your A and your B, then you can easily find out your X. No? Maybe you were not able to see this part, so please focus here. What did I say? We took out A equals to 70 degree. Then when we focused here, we didn't have any reason to say this parallel to this. So what am I writing here? OX is parallel to AB. OX is parallel to AB, which is further parallel to CD. Writing this would be enough to say OX parallel to CD and co-interior angles. So we have given two angles. Two reasons, that they are co-interior, one thing, and the lines were parallel. That's why we can equate them to 180 degree. And once you will get it, then we can find out now X is equals to A plus B, and then X would be sorted. I'm sure there will be pretty much, means there will be many various ways. We have discussed here, two here. There would be many ways here which can be used to sort up. Okay, the third way, if I see here, what you can do, you can draw a line parallel in this direction, parallel to this. No? So 110, and because this is parallel to this, you can sort out this. and this is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this, this is parallel to this, and you can find out this also. So when because they are making a Z, okay, so this is gonna be your 70 degrees, and this is gonna be your very sorry, they are alternate interior, so they are gonna be equal 110, and this is also gonna be 130 degree because they are also alternate interior. Now this is X. Now angle around a point, angle around a point is 360 degrees. So you can add X plus 130 plus 110, and you must write a reason in the bracket. Angles around a point is 360 degrees, okay, and then you'll get a linear equation in one variable, okay, and that can be sorted out for X very easily. So let's start with one more example here, which is this. What is the question says? Question says X plus Y is equals to Z plus W. X plus Y equals to Z plus W. Then prove that if X plus Y equals to Z plus W, then prove that AOB is a line. How to sort it out? I would say the concept is again around this only, okay, but thing is how to attack this problem, okay, how to prove anything to be a straight line. When can you say anything is a straight line? Just think, when can you say AOB is a straight line? Why it has been named it as AOB? Means a line which passes through 3 points A, O and B. There, okay, we have to prove that AOB, there is no bend at O, it's a straight line. If nobody will ask you prove that AB is a straight line. AB is a line because a line joining 2 points is always a line. But they said prove that AOB is a straight line. Means there are 3 points AOB. You have to prove when A is joined to O and O is joined to B, then it is actually a straight line. Okay, so saying in words, AOB is a straight line, okay, and in mathematically what do we have to prove actually? That angle AOB is 180 degree. Basically we have to prove there is no kink here, there is no, means it's absolutely perfect, there is no deviation here, okay. So first we decoded this into mathematical form, proving a line passing through 3 points AOB is a straight line, means there is no bend here, and mathematically AOB equals to 180 degree. Next thing, what all we have been given to prove it. So we got to know what to prove. Angle AOB equals to 180 degree. And if I look here, angle AOB can be this angle or it can be this angle. That means either you have to prove X plus Y equals to 180 degrees, or you have to prove W plus Z equals to 180 degrees. Okay. But how to prove it? We cannot write X plus Y equals to 180 degree because AB is not given a line. It has to be proved a line. Okay. So first thing, what concept can we use here? This won't be used because there is no issue of parallel lines. We can generate some parallel lines, but what's the thing? We'll be making our figure more complex. Vertically opposite angles, we cannot use it because they are not two straight lines. Okay. Linear pair of angles we cannot use because no line is given in the question. Okay. Now we are left with angle around a point. Yes, there is a point. We can make use of it. So angle around a point is 360 degree. So here is the proof now. Means that's the only concept I can use. I'm just writing it. Let's see whether it will help us or not. X plus Y plus W plus Z. These are 4 angles around this point and their sum is 360 degrees. Okay. Their sum is 360 degrees. And here we can write down the reason. After bit gap, reason here, angle around a, sum of angles around a point. Okay. Sum of angles around a point. Some I'm writing in short, angles around a point. Okay, now what can we do with this? Now the thing comes, whenever you get stuck, you have to focus on what is given. There are always two questions in this: what somebody asks us to do and what all is given. क्वेश्चन में दिया क्या है बाकी चीज़ें. So बाकी क्या दिया है? x plus y is equals to z plus w. That means x, this is x plus y and this is w plus z. I can replace it by x plus y only. This is how I can use it. That was the, so here you will write reason for this. You said this equation is equals to this equation. Why? Because x plus y equals to w plus z. You must list it. Okay. So as this is reason, so understood. Here it is therefore. No need to write that. Now this gives us 2x plus 2y equals to 360 degree, which gives us, if I take 2 common, please, that's factorization is always important to reach our result. Okay, so which gives us x plus y equals to 180 degrees. X plus y equals to 180 degrees. That means angle AOB equals to 180 degrees. Okay, and which implies AOB is a line. Got it? So I just tried discuss 2 questions here. We cannot discuss each and every question, but I would say all questions just go around the concept only. Okay. So please first learn these concepts by heart, means recall them, and the concept is very small. It's not a big thing. Okay, but variety of questions can be asked and variety of solutions are available for them. Okay, you just need to stick to your thing and your logics. These must be written here. This, if you're writing something, why am I writing it? Just write down a logic here. Okay, and if you get stuck anywhere, anyways, I'm there. Okay, thanks for today. Okay, bye.